Right, well, welcome back everybody to the first tunnels build. We finally got all the framework up and completed, including the staging, which, to be fair, at the minute, I'm not too sure about whether I'll keep it all or take some out or whatever. So what I've done is, for each clip underneath, I've put in a cable tie. So when the sheet goes on, if I then decide to take them out or alter them, the clip will stay there. All right, so that's all the framework. If anybody's thinking about getting one of these, the additional crop bar, one either side, made a hell of a difference to the stability of it. So if you're thinking about it, I really would get those. Not only does it help with the stability of it, but it also gives you somewhere to put up hanging baskets or take canes. All right, so that's the framework all done, and I'll just put in a few clips of all the things I found helpful to me doing it on my own, and it may be of use to somebody else. Get yourself the scaffolders level. They're magnetic and they'll hold themselves on the pole while you mess about and get things level. Get yourself a couple of clamps to hold the Q-clips temporarily, roughly in place on the bend. Otherwise they just drop down and make your life hell. Quite a few of the poles with the flat ends have to be joined together, and the ends have to be on the same plane. A couple of bits of scaffold board laid on, that's not scaffold board, decking board laid on the ground will hold it just far enough off the ground to make it easy to join, and it'll hold it on the same plane. If possible, get yourself a better ladder than the one I've got. It's sketchy as you like, and the feet aren't very wide. So if possible, get yourself a better step ladder than the one I had. When you're joining the ridge bar together, I found the easiest way is to drill a hole on the floor first, just in the outer, put it together, then drill right through, and then put the self-tapping screw in. Trying to put one of those self-tapping screws in above your head without a hole, it'll do your head in. It takes a bit of time to drill them, but it's well worth drilling them first. To make it easy, making sure that the hoops are the right distance apart at the top when you put in your ridge bar, I made up this simple jig out of some 2B1, so we know the bottom is right at 5 foot. So I made this simple jig, so that's gripping around the pole that end, and the same that end, and all you have to do is transfer it to the top. I'll show you. With the jig transferred to the top, we know the spacings of our hoops is correct and they'll be upright, and then all you've got to do is do up the clamps. And if you got staging and you need to 90-degree up the legs, if you screw a couple of bits of batten 90 degrees, so at the end it's overhanging your bench, it's easy to get them at 90 degrees and do it up with a spanner underneath and a socket on top. 90 degrees, nice and easy. And when you put in the bracing in to hold it at 90 degrees, if you measure up the leg 51 centimeters, put your clamp there, that'll hold it pretty much the same either side and make it easy to repeat and keep it all the same. 51 centimeters up one side, keeps it uniform. Right, Q-clips, you've got to push them on over the bars. 2 pairs of pliers and open them up like that. So you've got a bit of a chamfer to push them on with. Makes life so easy. Yes, you can do it by hand, but after you've done 20 or 30, starts to get a bit wearing. 2 pairs of pliers for your Q clamps makes life a lot easier. If you are going to drill your holes first, get a drill and a driver so you're not swapping between. Just makes life a lot quicker. And drilling your holes, 3mm drill bit chucked short so you don't break them, but get 2 or 3 because you will break 1 or 2. Don't ask me, I won't know that. Right, so that's all the framework done. Doors next. Thanks for watching. Hope somebody found it useful. Cheers and gone.